Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. As you can see, I'm reporting live. Not live, but I'm showing you my face. I don't normally do this. But I'm going out on the limb here and trying something different. I'll try to give y'all the same content. Actually, I'm going through my phone right now to see what I've been. Oh, shout out to the 49ers. 49ers put in work last night. Congratulations to the 49ers. Cowboys trash. Giants was trash. Shout out to the Eagles. I still like the Eagles. Raiders. Tampa. Brady is my guy. But enough about the Cowboys and they done as a wrap. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about a little bit is I put up a post about one-on-one coaching, and I asked, would anybody want to pay for one-on-one coaching? It's not much. I can help you set up bank accounts where you can, transfer your money right over to an online account where you don't touch it. I can show you how to get into talking about dealing with stocks. But first of all, before we get into stocks, I want to talk about saving. People, shout out to those that joined my money challenge group. You can deposit $10 a week, $20 a week, $25 a week, $50 a week. I do $50 all the time because I think I got $50 to spare. So shout out to the people that's in that group. It's hard looking at this camera, but I'm gonna try it anyway. So join the money challenge group. I'll be posting a link all the time. Y'all should know about that already. But people, we gotta get it together. We gotta get it together and start saving so we're able to compete with others and compete with ourselves. You ever saved $500 and at the end of the year you had $500 saved up or whatever? That's a beautiful thing. And once you start doing it, you ain't gonna be able to stop. It's a fabulous thing. Save money. Shout out to my people that be inboxing me on Messenger, telling me that they put their $50 away. I don't want to name no names because I, want to respect people's privacy. But shout out to those that do be saving weekly. They like my weekly reminders that I post. So, shout out to those people. But back to the one-on-one coaching. People, we got to admit, if we don't know how to do something, we don't know how to save, we don't know how to budget, we don't know how to do auto transfer, we keep going to the check cashing place. I got somebody that's asking me about how to buy a house. And of course, I'm going to start talking about your credit. Is your credit any good? You got any old bills? What's your income? You got old pay stubs. You can't just go in there and thinking, I get money from selling weed or whatever. You got to have a W-2 coming in. So that's important. But shout out to those that reach out. I mean, we got to have these conversations or you'll never know about finances. We spend a lot of money. We spend a ton of money on stuff that we can be saving to put to the side, but can't tell people what to do with their money. But anyway, once again, back to that one-on-one coaching, $25 a week, not a week, $25 for a couple hours. People get paid that, doing dishes or mopping floors, $25 an hour. Why I can't get $25 an hour for my services? Ain't gonna be top notch. I'll hook you up with apps on your phone or apps on your tablet. I'll walk you through. I set you up with passwords and all that stuff. So it's not a cheap service or whatever. And um, set up the privacy features or whatever. But it's up to you guys. But I think if we want to compete, people, we got to get going. And like I said, I posted that, and not too many people responded to it. And that's kind of weird that, either people scared to talk about money, or they money so jacked up, or some people doing the right thing already. But yeah, here's the stat. I'm gonna read it. If I did one-on-one coaching on finances, how much should I charge? Would it be a one-time 1 hour session, 1 day a week for 8 weeks, once a month for a year when I get paid hourly? And I said I'll assist you in auto banking, which is automatic banking, transferring and stuff, downloading all the apps that you need, Mint, um, personal capital, Cash App if you need that, your regular bank account apps, getting you a credit report so you can understand what's messing up your credit, what's holding you back. So security benefits, that's a good website to be on to show your history of your work experience, your work history. But like I said, some people, we got to get it together. We could talk about the stock market, buying a home, as I just said, the financial lingo, and also YouTube. I know people go on YouTube to see the fights and look at this and look at that goofy stuff or whatever, but there's a lot of important stuff on YouTube. That's where I get all my information from. I try to share it with you guys. Hopefully some people are taking it in. If you're not, you need to start somewhere. But anyway, I don't want to keep rambling in this first video of mine, but I am. So yeah, we got to get serious about finances. Let me see what else I've been writing around. Oh, the children. Are these kids missing? Are they kidnapped? Or are they just running away? What's going on with these kids? I'm seeing them on, what's that website? I think it's called Patch or Neighborhood or whatever. There's always police looking for some kids or whatever. So I'm just trying to figure out, is the kids actually being kidnapped, or are the kids being kidnapped, or are they missing? Or they just running away. They don't want to be home. They tired of their mama and her bullshit, and they tired of their papa and all that other stuff. So I don't know. Instant gratification. That was another one. How long I've been on? 8 minutes. Maybe I'll go a half an hour. Who knows? I'm just scrolling through my timeline and looking at the stuff that I got. Instant gratification. That's an important one. Parents is all on the parents. The parents. Please stop talking to your kids like they got tons of experience in the world. They should be paying you more. Oh, they should. No, it doesn't work like that. If I make $15 an hour, some new young jack shouldn't be coming in there making $15 an hour. You got to get your weight up, wait your turn, get you some experience, and then you can talk money. But to think you're coming in and starting where somebody that been there 15 and 20 years is at, and whether they can call out, whether they can be absent because they got the time, you have to run your own race and start where you're at, which is the bottom, and work your way up till you get to that point where you can get some of the benefits that the veterans may have. But to think you coming in here and just running the show, or anywhere and running the show, is not happening. It's not happening. It's not happening. And people need to stop encouraging these new jacks. I'm talking old school stuff. These new jacks that they just go and jump in there and do stuff automatically. It's not happening like that. And that's the problem with the internet. The internet has people thinking that everything has to happen immediately, in an instant, right away. Oh, I don't got time. I don't have the patience. No. Slow down. Wait your turn, and everything will work out. I was just talking to somebody, Sheila Sims online. She just asked me about our department because she used to work in our department. Who's still there? Nobody. I'm the last one there. I only been there 15 years. That's not a long time in that department. I think she might have did 20 years or so in that department. So it takes time to come up through the ranks or whatever, and just wait your turn. But parents, don't be pushing your kids into areas that you have no control over, and the kid definitely doesn't have no control over. So you young people, take your time. You're 25, you're 20, you're 30, you're 35. I'm in my 50s, and then I still got time. So hold your horses, go learn the ropes, and then you'll be able to do that stuff that people that been doing it for 20, 30, and 40 years or whatever. Your turn to come. Be patient. Stop living in that TikTok land, fast, quick, everything gotta happen right away. That's not happening. Another post. Stop and identify. Police can't run up on you and say, show me some ID. On the street, they can't do that. While you're driving a car, they say that they'll be able to do that because they're actually pulling you over for an infraction or whatever. So they may be able to ask you for ID in that situation. But if you're standing on a block, hey, what y'all guys doing here? They shouldn't be able to ask you to identify. So that's what that was about. And talk to your local attorneys for more information. So talked about net pay and gross pay. Gross pay is before taxes, before all your deductions, the total amount. When you see your check and it's $2,000, you see $2,000, but your net pay show $1,600. You're like, damn, what happened to that $400? Taxes, your medical benefits, and all that other stuff. So understand the difference between gross pay and net pay. Net pay is kind of what's important, because some people, you might gross 80,000, but your net would actually came in your hand out of 80,000, maybe 50,000 or whatever. So that's what came in your hand, 50,000 net pay. So that's the difference between gross and net. Shout out to the Huskies, my girls, the Lady Huskies. I hate to call them the ladies because they're not Lady Huskies. They're called the UConn women's basketball team. So there's a difference. They don't like to be called Lady Huskies. You won't see Lady Huskies nowhere unless it's a person that doesn't understand that. But the UConn women's basketball team, they going through some stuff, man. These players are injured and hurt, and the chemistry ain't there. Gino getting COVID or whatever he got. I hate to say COVID, but whatever he had. Oh, he was sick because he was feeling bad because his mother had passed away recently. Shout out to his moms and his family. Condolences to them on the passing of his mother. Oh, shout out to Champ Jones put another video together for the Stover Community Day. That was a great montage of interviews with people. Shout out to him for doing the video with Derek Dudley. That was cool. Shout out to him for doing the video with Maria Gomez. That was cool. Shout out to the Savage Nomads as well. Yo, A-Dog, what's up with them Jacksonville? Not the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jacksonville Jaguars too. The Tennessee Titans. What up with them? What up with the Tennessee Titans? Oh yeah, me and my daughter was talking about Satada Shakur book. Satada Shakur. Yeah. Satada Shakur book. I think she finally finished reading it. She said it's an amazing book. She just got to get her highlighter. She's going to go back and read it again. It's so tough. She said that book made her strong. And that's what I want. I want you black people, black girls, to read that book. If you're Spanish, Puerto Rican, or whatever you may be, you can read it as well. It's a good book for anybody. Shout out to Steve Harvey for that jump video. I posted a video about jump, which is basically take a risk. Do something different, get out of your zone like I'm doing right now. I am jumping. I feel good about this. I can't look at the camera the whole time. I need to learn how to do this stuff, but I'm reading from my phone, my Apple that I don't use. It's a spare phone. As I talked about the money challenge already. What else I got? Shout out to my niece Tasman. Tasman came through recently, chilled with a big unk. Shout out to the people that took the old pictures of downtown Hartford when learners was there, and Newberries and Jupiters and all that stuff was there. Those are some cool old school pictures that I found on the internet. Um, Let me see what else I got. What up with the Giants? The Giants trash. Shout out to Puka and Keith Keith Buford. Saw them downtown recently. I'm just scrolling back on my timeline just to make a video. I'm at 16 minutes. Dang, I got a long time to go. What else? Oh, Sons and Daughters. Oh, that's a good one. But I read a book. I'm reading a book. I just finished it last night. The Millionaire Next Door. So the Millionaire Next Door talks about your average people who could be millionaires that y'all don't even know. Y'all, they own their own business. Like my boy Tommy Scales. Tommy Scales, the contractor, he's a good person, a good example of somebody that can be a millionaire right in your face. He hangs in the hood, or he's around or whatever. He's working hard or whatever. He worked so much that he can save so much money. It's not all about having the fancy cars or the biggest house and none of that stuff. But he can be a millionaire if he got more trucks, he got more people to work with him. He could become a millionaire, or he could be a millionaire. But those are the millionaires next door. Now, the problem with the millionaires next door is that all they do is spoil their children. They spoil their children they send them to school to become doctors and lawyers and all other type of professional people or whatever, because the kids can't do what the father did or what the mother did. So instead of them trying to teach their kid how to become like them, they teach them how to become successful in the United States society, which is becoming a doctor, lawyer, or whatever. So they pay for them to go to school. Because not everybody has that charisma to become like Tommy Scales may teach his son or daughter or whoever how to do his stuff. And the kid might learn it, may not learn it, and then they may say, I don't like this, I don't want to do this or whatever. So you can't force it down their throat because it's just not them. They're not interested in it or whatever. So I kind of understand why some kids don't pick up where they parents left off. I left them the store, I left them the restaurant, I left them the cleaning business and they sold it. Or I left them a house and they sold it or whatever. So I can understand it a little bit after reading that book, because not everybody has the same charisma or the same drive as their parents or whatever. And their parents only got it because they understood the struggle. So they went out and fended for themselves and learned how to do stuff. Then they made so much money that they were able to send their kids to college to get a professional job and go out there and get some guaranteed money, because being an entrepreneur isn't a guaranteed win for you all the time. So that makes sense. You may be able to sell clothes, but your kids may not be able to sell clothes like you, because your connection and your people, they may not be the same people once, your father die or your mother die. The people that their age is dead, so the customers are gone. So now you got to get new customers. So I understand that kind of. Now the pizza shop business, that might can carry on or whatever. So it all depends. But now I understand why some kids can't keep the business going. So that kind of enlightened me a little bit reading that book. the neighbor, the millionaire next door. I think that's the name of it. And I use Lamont and Fred Sanford as an example. Oh, this gonna be all yours, and Lamont like, I don't want this shit. I'm done with this junk stuff or whatever. So now I kind of understand that. Give me a second here. Shout out to Tyrell Roberts and the 49ers, and Rashad, and Big Myra, 49ers. I think those are the only three that I can recall that I know of. Shout out to Ricky Santiago, Slick Rick the Ruler, and the damn Dolphins. Man, he swear the Dolphins going somewhere and they ain't doing a damn thing, but that's his team. Stick with him. I'm Brady all day. He might retire. I gotta find another team. I think I'm going with the Tennessee Titans. Me and my boy A-Dog down with the Titans. Shout out to Keenan Grace. Y'all better get online on YouTube and check out Keenan Grace. Talks a lot about financing and the stock market and stuff. I'm already shouted out my boy Champ Jones. Next year, the 20th anniversary of the Stowe Village reunion after the original veil was torn down when we started the reunions. This is the 20th one coming up. Should be the second week in September 2023. Be there. I think it's the 9th or 10th. I'm not sure of the date. But second Saturday in September 2023. How about gas prices? Are gas prices going down, up? It looked like they went down, but they going up a little bit. I was just on the turnpike a few minutes ago. I think I saw it like at 3.15, but I thought they were lower for a moment. Shout out to the Lumpkin family. My boy Maynard, Edward Lumpkin, Big Maynard, passed away. Shout out to the family. My condolences to you guys. Maynard was a Youngville legend, old school, back in the day, back in the 80s with us. I'm a couple years older than him, but yeah, me and Maynard, we was cool. No problems with Maynard. Shout out to the family. The Lumpkin family. Pootie, I want to get on that your podcast as well. I think we talked about that. We got to hook that up. Oh, for those that got Ancestry or do not have Ancestry, you need to get on that. That's a fun little site to look up your family history. As I've been telling my Terrys up on Barber Street, we might be related somehow. Because we Terrys, we go way back. So shout out to the Terrys on Barber Street. Shout out to Red becoming a lieutenant with the fire department. Shout out to her. That's interesting. Appreciate that. One of my Bill kids. Love my Bill kids. That's big things right there. Becoming a lieutenant of the fire department. What up with the prices of eggs? Walmart had them for $7.14. I'm sorry, people. I'm going to keep buying them. I got to keep buying the eggs. I love my eggs. So I'm going to keep buying them. I'm inching them out right now, but I'm going to keep buying. I still got that same old dozen I had or that 18 that I posted a week, how long ago I posted that? January 4th, I still got some of those eggs. I don't know if they get bad, but I ain't going to keep buying them, but I got some eggs. Save money and money will save you. Plain and simple, people. I'm telling y'all. I can't say it no louder. Can't say it no clearer. Save money and money will save you. And I can't believe last year, 2022, I made less than I made in 2021. That was interesting. I thought I made more, but I made less. And that's because I didn't do no overtime. Because I'm tired of overtime. I ain't gonna say I don't need the money, but I can live within my means. I don't gotta bust my ass. I'm gonna relax and chill and do what I gotta do. I don't need the overtime. I don't got no crazy habits or anything that I need to fuel all the time. Give me my $15 an hour and I'll be fine. I'll make the best of it. But I'm not sitting at nobody's job going crazy. I just can't do it. Anyway, shout out to Brady. I don't know what Brady gonna do for the upcoming season. Oh, remember my pennies or my coins, all the coins that I found as I was taking my walks every day. I don't look at the ground, but just be walking and looking down or jogging, and I see nickels, dimes, dollars, $5, and I pick up everything that I see. And over that time, I forgot how much I picked up. I think I picked up, was it $13 or something like that? But it was a pretty penny. And ain't no shame in my game about that. I enjoyed that. Come on, get out of here. I enjoyed that. So that was cool. What the heck is going on? Sorry. Yeah, that was cool. The coins and stuff that I find, nickels, dimes, pennies, or whatever, I pick them right on up. Shout out for the city of Hartford for lightening up Bonner Park for the Christmas and New Year's holidays or whatever. Bonner Park is the name of the park. I know people call it Bum Park. Yeah, it is what it is. But the actual name is Bonner Park, named after, I forgot his first name, but his last name is Bonner. He's part of Bonner Brown School. Brown is another person. So Bonner and Brown, two different people, but they named Bonner Brown after two people. Mr. Bonner, I forgot his first name. He was an educator. He started sort of like the school system, elementary school, middle school, high school. He kind of formatted it and separated classes and all that type of stuff. So he was born and raised in Hartford, Connecticut. The Mercy House on Main Street, the shelter that people go to, is part of his house. And the park across the street, Bum Park, is named after him in his honor. So that's a little bit of history of Bum Park. It's named after a guy with the last name Bonner, which is Bonnet Brown, which is across the street from Selvin's on Main Street. Oh, and the as I posted, the first payphone was downtown. I posted a picture of it right there on Main Street, corner of Main and Central Row, where people wait for the bus at. The first payphone in the world, not in Hartford, not in Connecticut, not in the United States. First payphone in the world was right there, Pearl and Main, Pearl and Central Row, right downtown Hartford, Connecticut. Look that up. And got about 2 more minutes here. Shout out to my girl Yvette. I see my girl Yvette downtown. She always show your brother love, and I appreciate that. Shout out to my brother Butter. Had a birthday last month. Just scrolling back. Shout out to Luce. Who gave me the Richie or Giovanni? I forgot which one of the brothers gave me that coquito. And Luce and Maria Gomez with the coquito. Maria got fancy with hers. I really appreciated that. That was cool for the Christmas holiday. Once again, shout out to Griff. Damn, man, that one hurt. That one hurt about my boy. Oh, shout out to those. This is my last thing, and I'm out of here. Shout out to those people that's hope I ain't had that on my face the whole time. Shout out to the people that got pardons. They're not on, pardons, parole. Their record has been expunged. They not gonna be shown as felons anymore. People check out the videos that I posted and just get an example of how it works or whatever. And a lot of you guys qualify. I don't know why you guys aren't taking advantage of that, but y'all need to take advantage of that. Shout out to Ricky. Shout out to Gabe. Shout out to Chev. Chev was the first one, but I didn't do a letter for him. I don't know why, what happened or whatever. Maybe I was too late. Shout out to Lil Walt, getting his stuff together. Anyway, let me get off of this. This is my first video live. Not live, but where you can see my face or whatever. Hit me up. Like my channel. Subscribe. More videos coming in the future. I will holler at you guys later. Peace.